All right, hello wine drinking people, and it's time for more of what I've drank yesterday. A lot of drinking going on here in the store at the Wine Watch. As you know, you may have seen some of the propaganda going out, and we're having a hard time keeping up. So these, what I drank yesterday segments may have come from a month ago. Well, the first part comes from our Rhone tasting, our Southern Rhone tasting that we had here at the store. Well, not quite a month ago, a couple weeks ago. And we had a couple of Subliers. We already reviewed the wines of Jean-Luc Colombo. Lori Colombo was here and pouring the wines herself, answering questions about the Southern Rhone. Well, they're from the Northern Rhone, but they do have a couple wines from the Southern Rhone, and two great importers that have got a slew of great stuff from the Southern Rhone: KERMIT, LYNCH, and Peter Wagland. Wagand, however you say his name. All right, but some great stuff from the Southern Rhone, and these wines that we're reviewing are from their portfolios. They were poured at the event, and some of the best values you can find in the world of wine today coming from the Southern Rhone Valley. Of course, Grenache is the star here, and then you've got a little bit of Syrah in the blend also, Cinsault, Cunoise, and some other grapes that some people have never heard of. But this first wine, the DOMAINE BEAU MISTRAL RASTEAU, Côte de Rhone Village. And this wine had some lovely white pepper spice and red cherry fruit, pretty floral notes on the nose, some garrigue. That's what the French call the earth, the flowers and the herbs that are in this part of France. Bright red berry fruit on the tongue, nice savory quality though to the finish, and that herb and floral nuance showing excellent little Côte de Rhone RASTEAU. All right, the Femme de Mont Côte de Rhone Premier Cote. Nice amount of red berry pie fruit here on the nose, cherry and strawberry, hints of herbs and black pepper spice, forward, seductive, and a little raw hamburger meat there. Very forward and ripe style with ripe round tannins here. This 09 vintage, really charming and seductive right from the get-go. Very good stuff at $18. All right, Domaine Grand Nicolet RASTEAU, another RASTEAU Village Vignes. Wow, 60-year-old Grenache vine going into this, 30-year-old Syrah. What do you get in those old vines? Very concentrated juice. And the Grenache here in cement and the Syrah in barrels to give it a little bit. Some people feel like Grenache is not good with barrels. Syrah is. So yields tiny, 27 hectoliters per hectare. Thick aroma of brown spice, gamey, leathery quality to the sun-dried black plum and truffle kind of notes on the nose. Thick and chewy on the tongue with an array of dark berry fruit and sun-dried cherry. Nice hand of spice. Excellent juice at $25.50. Domaine Charvin, one of the best wines on the table. You'll need a little time to open up though. This is a really pretty bouquet here. Fresh flowers, licorice spice, sweet cherry liqueur, and wow, rich and concentrated on the palate, but lovely balance here. 15% alcohol. A lot of these wines of the Southern Rhone getting very rich in that alcohol component, but all the right stuff in balance there. Nice proportion, spice, and red licorice on the finish. Most excellent juice. Like I said, one of my favorite wines at the tasting. The KERMIT LYNCH Côte de Rhone CYPRESS Cuvée made by Louis Barrault at St. Cosme. A blend of mostly Syrah, 80%, 20% Grenache, kind of backwards to most people's Côte de Rhone, but a good bit of animal and black plum to the black pepper spice and the black earth here. Thick and chewy on the tongue with a good hand of peppery spice, and really jammy though, but leaves their tongue dry and still salivating for food. Nice balance here. Very good stuff at $16.50. Domaine JONCIER, Cru de Côte de Rhone LYRAC, licorice and black cherry, kirsch-like fruit, Grenache and Syrah Cinsault blend, really jammy on the nose. That's 2009 vintage, again, really forward and seductive, really soft and ripe style with smooth tannins and nice plump cherry and plum fruit, showing some little bit of dry tannin on the finish there. Very good stuff at $25.50. Then the Maxime Francois Laurent Côte de Rhone Il Fait Soif. I'm so thirsty. All right, it's time to drink. I'm sorry, that's what that means. From Domaine Gramenon, 100% Grenache here, made from biodynamically produced grapes. 15-year-old vines, lavender, kind of floral notes to the red cherry and black raspberry fruit. Very bright and on the tongue with firm acidity. Turning a bit dry in the finish, but still very young here. Very good stuff. And then the CHAPOUTIER Côte de Rhone Blanc and Rouge. Both of these a lighter style. CHAPOUTIER, one of the leaders in biodynamic farming, also in the Northern Rhone that has some stuff in the Southern Rhone. And this Blanc here, really fresh and fruity apple blossoms, some nice chalky mineral notes to the nose, pretty floral notes there as well. White peach, a little light spritz on the tongue, some minerality showing on the finish. Very good stuff at under $10. Is this price right? $9.75? Wow, biodynamically produced juice from France for under $10. All right, Côte de Rhone Rosé, this light rose petal floral notes, strawberry and raspberry notes on the nose. Very pleasant here. A light and fruity wine with strawberry and raspberry fruit. Nice tangy finish. Very good stuff. $13.50 again, man. The value from Chapoutier, unbelievable from the Southern Rhone. And then one of the wines of the night, DOMAINE Raymond USSEGLIO CHATEAUNEUF de Pape Blanc, made from 100% Roussanne, aged completely in small barrique. And you notice the concentration in this one. Notes of beeswax, anise to the pear and tangerine-like citrus fruit. Pretty nose hibiscus flowers there showing. A bit of an oily texture to the palate. Lovely richness there. A bit fat and a bit of heat showing also on the finish, but nicely balanced. Most excellent juice. And then we've got the Maxime Francois Laurent Côte de Rhone Le POURPRE. 100% Grenache from 45-year-old vines. This had a strong garrigue quality to the nose with the cranberry-like fruit and really bright and zesty on the palate. Lovely perfume. Excellent juice. And that is what we had to drink at our Southern Rhone tasting, folks. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.